was the iconic show that had tens of millions of viewers as ordinary members of the public battled it out for the glory against the formidable gladiators.
And now, as it's rumoured to be making a TV comeback, we're joined by three of the show's legendary gladiators, Hunter, Lightning and Saracen. Wow!
I love it.
You still got it. You still got it.
My shoulder.
Wow. Wow.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Thank you. Lightning. Wow.
Good to see you. Oh, I just want to touch you all.
Oh, thank you.
Still absolutely ripped, all of you.
I keep calling you all by your gladiator names because to me, you know, you were our superheroes growing up. It was incredible, an incredible show.
I still call them by their names. That's Sarah, that's Hun.
Yeah.
They're Jet.
Well, 6 of the guys were called Mike, so if you said Mike, everybody turned round. So we had to call them by their gladiator pseudonyms.
No, I always have done, so feel free, call us whatever you want. I'm sure I've been called worse.
What an exciting time to be talking about the show again.
It is, isn't it?
Right?
Yes.
I mean, rumours at the moment. What have you heard?
Yeah, we've heard the rumours that it is coming back, but not on ITV, but BBC.
Ah, OK. All right, we're taking this as a happening then.
Well,
Are we
I
breaking
can't
that
say.
here?
I can't say.
To be honest, everyone was asking me, oh, are you coming back? Are you coming back? Are you doing this, that and the other? What do you know? And I said, well, to be honest, I literally just found out on the radio. And that's all I know. So
She's just won Miss Universe, so I think she's as ready as any of us to get on there, aren't you?
I don't know any more than anybody else. So it really is, you know, like an X-File at the moment. No one knows whatever they're planning is quite secretive.
I mean, you all still look incredible, you know. Absolute. Look at the. I mean, the muscles have not gone anywhere, have they? You look brilliant. And you joined the show at just 19 years old.
Yeah, I was very young. I was a bodybuilder. I started bodybuilding at 12, so by the time I was 19, I was kind of really big for someone that age. And it was back before social media, and they saw me in a magazine, and they compared me to Tarzan. They said, is James Crossley the next Tarzan? And then that's, you know, I went through a series of auditions to make sure I could move, because a lot of bodybuilders, you know, the show's all about being able to do the events, climbing ropes, swinging on rings. It's very, very specific events, so I had to go through a load of tests to do that.
But at 19, how did you find that level of fame? Because it was watched by millions and millions of viewers. I mean, it must have been crazy.
Yeah, it was difficult because I was working as a printer, and then I went for the audition, and 10 days later, I was in a room with Saracen and Lightning, who I'd seen on television at 18, and they were like, right, we're filming in 10 days, and you're going to be Hunter. So, yeah, it was strange because it wasn't instant, because it took a little while, but then it got to a point where, you know, we were watched by 18 million people, and there was only 4 channels at the time. So you couldn't really go anywhere without it be like, Saracen, Lightning, you know, it was amazing.
It was unmissable. And it was great. It was one of those shows we all gathered around the TV.
Yeah.
Did you get a sense of how big it was at the time?
And, you know, people still say it now, and I think that's what made it so special, and I think that's what we're missing in today's TV, is the grandchildren all the way through to the grandparents could sit down, look forward to a Saturday night, you know, boom, 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 all these programmes, everybody loved it. But it also, I mean, it's only now as well that I realise when I hear all and I still get lots of stories being sent to me saying, you inspired me so much, you changed my life, you motivated me, you know, I'm only doing what I do now because of you, and you think, wow, it really was quite powerful, the message that it put across, and, you know, how it did inspire and change people's lives.
I think we need that now, because so many people, it's all about tablets and television and phones, and so many challenge. Going being fit and being active is, you know, I think it'd be a real good kick for that.
Mike, how physical was it? Because we used to see injuries now and again, didn't we? And it was like, it looked quite serious at times.
It was extremely physical. Some of the games, like Powerball, was really sort of contact.
Which one was that again,
That's the one that's sort of a mixture between basketball and rugby.
Oh, I loved that one. Yeah.
So the tackles were very hard, and there was a few injuries, you know, going around. Hopefully more the contenders than the gladiators, but there was a few going around.
And what was great about it was there was never any fixing. It was like, I'm against you, and that's it. There's no retakes. So, as with any contact sport, there's always a chance of injury. So, yeah, I mean, over 10 years, there was a few shoulders popped to the knees, and
there was a lot more than the viewers saw or
was
were
there?
completely aware of.
Yeah,
A lot was sort of
yeah, I want that stuff.
juicy
Give us the
stuff.
juicy stuff.
Show me
Do
some
you know,
blood.
actually quite a few people had operations or ended up in hospital, and yeah, there was this. I mean, backstage, if you'd have seen, there was so much going on backstage to what was going on in the arena, and there was people being pushed around in wheelchairs, people had their whole legs in casts, arms in casts.
He's recovered now.
You know, the physio room, the massage were constant. Must have had about 7 beds laid up, hadn't they?
Yeah, it was mainly the falls,
Constant.
really, because you never know how you're going to fall. It's random. You fall off a pyramid or a 40-foot poleaxe, it's a dice roll how you're going to land.
We actually ran out of reserves. We were getting through people that much. We ran out of reserves, and we thought they're going to grab them off the street to be a contender.
Lightning, I mean, nothing stopped you. You were the queen of Hang Tough, I remember, because I was always Lightning and my best friend was Jet. And you were the queen of Hang Tough, but you actually had a baby and went straight back to being a gladiator.
I did in '99, yeah, and well, the baby was late. Lexus was 2 weeks over, and I had to be induced. Had to be induced 3 times, and they said, you know, this isn't going to come. We're either going to have to go straight to cesarean. And I went, that cannot happen. I filmed in 3 weeks' time. So thankfully, the 3rd one worked. And well, I'd been training right up until the day before I gave birth, knowing that I had to do the filming that year, and I had the producers phoning me up saying, have you had your baby yet? And I'm like, no, but I'm trying. So, you know, it was rush, try and get this thing out. And, yeah, so 3 weeks later, and I wore a great big thick back support. We don't have one here today. And it was to protect the backs, but I actually use it not to protect the backs so much. It was to protect the abdominal muscles that hadn't quite knitted back into place, but also to hide the afterbirth belly that, you know, isn't...
Straight back into
Really
being
what
a
I wanted to show.
gladiator.
Look at some of the... So these are some of your... Are these your outfits?
Yeah,
What
no,
have we got? What have we got here?
You should try this one on, look. This
That
is
was the
Saracen's
very
upper
first
body.
one I wore,
What?
30
That's his
years
top,
old.
yeah.
Where's the
Looks
front? Where's the
tiny.
back?
That's the front. That's the
That's
front.
Am I going the right way?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Go for
Gladiators.
it. Go for it. That's
It's like baggy on me.
That's me out of a
We've
job.
got to roll the arm up so we get the guns out a little bit. There we go.
There we
That's me
go.
out of a job.
Give me my stick.
So this was the last one I wore.
He's looking for
There we go. What you got?
Go on, Craig.
He's looking for a job, bless him.
I am. But it was just such a great TV show. Will you be involved in the new series, do you think?
Well, we don't really know much about it, do we? We've already heard what everybody's heard, that the BBC have got the rights, and I think it's MGM in America.
I go on your I go on your
So, yeah, you know, never say never, because there's something left in the basement. I've got the eye of the tiger.
The thing is, do people want to see us back on TV?
Oh, yes, yes.
Do you know, I think the public do, and that's what we're getting asked all the time, and that's what they want to see, because the 90s was so popular. However, because it's BBC, do they want the ITV glads on, the old glads, or they're going to want to make their own babies, which is what I'm guessing. They're going to want their own.
Yeah, I think a fresh slate is what they'll do, isn't it?
Thank you so much, because I was so starstruck earlier. I seen Lightning and I went, Lightning! But yeah, thank you. Hunter, Lightning, Saracen, you brought so many good times to my childhood, so thank you very much. And
Thanks for having us.
I hope you're
Great to
involved,
see
I
you.
really do.
Thanks so much.